Okay. So first of all, topic is again a parallel lines. The parallel lines are something, the lines that are always the same distance apart and will never meet. This is the basic definition of the parallel lines, the topic that we have started last day. And in this week, we will cover this topic. So all of you must need to learn these lines. This is something that's very important to learn these lines, that topics that are always the same distance apart, because if the distance between the two lines will not be same, they will not be parallel and they will never meet. Because if their distance will not be same, if they will be, you can say that in a little bit tilt, so they will meet at the end, so they will not be a parallel line. So first of all, you need to just keep these two key points in your mind, that lines that are always the same distance apart and will never meet, these are the two lines that you need to learn as a basic definition of the you can say that parallel lines. There's always the same distance apart and will never meet. This is the key lines, key words that you need to learn, and I will take the test of it on any day. So you just need to remember it, or you can even write it somewhere for your help. So just remember it, that what are the parallel lines. Okay, now all of my boys or kids, everyone, open your workbook and the page number is 113. Yes, all of you, kindly open your workbook. I'm repeating slowly so you can open your page on time. Everyone, open your workbook, page number 113. Write down your name, class, and date. And the date is, let me just write the date today as well. The date is 26, and we have 1, and then we have 2021. That's the date. Okay, I'm even giving you time to write down the date as well. Okay, Malik Muhammad, the boy who is using the annotations on my screen. So I think, would you like to please sit outside from the classroom, because it will be even more convenient for you, because if you are interested in the other stuff, then what is the reason of listening the lecture? Okay. So all of my boys or students, everyone, look at the screen. I think I give you enough time for finding your page and your date. Okay, this page is basically Murtaza. Murtaza has raised the hand and he's the one who was drawing the annotation. Yes, Murtaza, unmute yourself and ask me. Murtaza, after a long time, I am watching. Huzefa Khan has joined us. Okay. Mm, okay. All of you. Huzefa, yes, we have Huzefa Khan. I just sent him because there was some other technical issues. So that's why I need to send you out in the waiting room, because this is a action that is, these are the, you can see the instructions that is given by the authority. So that's why I am going to send you in a waiting room. Now, my students, all of you, do attempt this page by yourself. I'm giving you 2 minutes. I'm giving you 2 minutes, and I am giving you this time to solve this page by yourself. So everyone quickly attempt this page by yourself. Attempt this page by yourself. Yes, I'm giving you this time to solve this verbal page number 113 by yourself. And meanwhile, turn on your camera. I am going to, you can say that, uh, see that what you all are doing. So meanwhile, I will turn on please turn on your camera so I can see your faces as well. Okay, yes, see, the boys are attempting the questions by themselves. Okay, Anshul, very good. Huzefa Khan, are you done? Huzefa Khan, are you done with this? Okay, very good. Everyone, attempt this page by yourself. 113. Nisar Hussain, are you done with this page? Page number 113 13 is done. Ali Muhammad Tariq. Ali Muhammad Tariq, if you want to, I know you're done with this page, so that's why might be you're raising your hand. Okay, I can check. Now it's time to look at the screen and tell your answers with me. Okay, let's check your answers with me. Your answers are right or wrong. Let's check it. Okay. Yes, look at these two lines, the lines A, B, and C, D. So in these two lines, what you all gonna do? Uh, So what you all gonna do, you will look at this, that line AB is equal to CD. So what you all gonna do, you will circle your answer, yes. You will circle the answer, yes. Okay. Now look at the uh, part B, that CD and EF. These two lines are not equal. They are not, they have the same equal distance from each other because they are going to meet at this point. So you will circle the word no. You will circle the word no in this question because these two lines are not parallel. They are going to meet at this point. Now let me disclose the answer of part C and D as well. I hope so that you all have done, and now you can check your answers with me. Okay, for this question, what you all gonna do, you will look at the lines GH and KL. You can see that these two lines have a same distance from each other, although they are a little bit tailed, but they have a same distance from each other and they will never meet. So your answer of this question part C is yes. Circle the word yes. Okay, now for the part D. Now for the part D, all of you, look at this, Tahir, the line MN and OP. Okay, Najibur Rahman is raising the hand. So let me take a question from him. Yes, Najib, unmute yourself and tell me. Yes, Najib. Huzaifa, unmute yourself and talk to me.
मैम
Yes.
मैम आप पीछे वाली स्लाइड कर देंगे
Okay, I will show you. I will show you. Okay, I will show you in a second. Thank you. Okay, first of all, solve these parts C, D, E, F. If something is left, then do the work, complete the work with me, and then I will definitely show you a missing work. Okay, everyone, look at the part D. Look at the part D. Afnan, you are supposed to do the work with me. MNA and OP, these two lines are not parallel because the distance at this point is less than the distance at this point. These two lines have not equal distance. The distance is not same. So all of you are going to circle the word no. Okay, no. Okay, now look at the next line E, part E. QR is parallel to ST. As you can see on the screen that QR is not parallel to SC because the distance is less over here and wider over here. So you all will circle the word no. Now all of you look at the part F. For the part F, the distance is same at this point. The distance is same at this point. You can even measure the distance with your scale. You can even put your scale at that point and you will measure the distance, that the distance is the same one. So what you all gonna do, you will circle the answer yes. So I'm going to tell you again the answers and then I will show you the previous slide AB as well. Answer of part C is yes. The answer of part D is no. The answer of E is no. And the answer of F is yes. Now Zephyr was asking about the answer of the part A and B. So I'm going to show him the answers of part A. It will take a bit, you can see that seconds to get appeared. So Zephyr, look at the screen. Now the answers A, B and C, D are perfectly parallel to each other. They are really parallel to each other because the distance is the same one. So you will circle the answer yes. And for the part B, these two lines are not parallel because the distance is more and over here it's less. So you will circle the word no. You all, I think, got the answer, that the answer of part A is yes and the answer of part B is no because they are not parallel to each other. The distance between them is not equal. I show you the definition of it. What is the basic definition of the parallel lines? That the distance between the two lines will be same. This is the key word, and they will never meet. They will never meet. Okay, now my boys come to the very important. The previous page was very easy. There was nothing difficult in it at all. But now the page that we are starting it, so I would like you all to just hold almost 2 and 3 colors in your hand, everyone. What you all can do, you can hold a colors in your hand because the colors is something that will make your work so easy and you will easily identify your parallel lines. Even I did this trick with the kids, and girls, and that was really helpful because the kids can easily you can say that identify their parallel lines. A lot of students cameras are off, only few students cameras are turned on, which is really you can say that a bad point for me. Okay, now let's start it. I hope so that you all has grabbed your colors. Okay, let me just first of all show you the question. Name the pair of parallel lines in the figure. The teacher is saying that the different pictures or figures are in front of you. Now you all are going to find out the pair of the parallel lines. So first of all, hold the one color in your hand, all of you, one color of your choice in your hand. For example, I'm going to pick up the red one and mark a pair of parallel lines for you. For example, draw a red line on it and red line on it. For example, I am showing you it with the red color, so you will, by using a red color, draw this line red. These two lines should be with the same color, and use a scale. Kindly use a scale, otherwise hold a color in your hand and just slightly trace these two lines, that these two lines are parallel to each other. These two lines are parallel to each other. So now mention your their names, mentions their names, but now not now. Okay, I will show you the later. Okay, let's one for the next lines. Hold another color in your hand. Now hold another color in your hand, and yes, what you all gonna do? You will mark the other lines for you. That is green one. Hold this lines. Let me just trace it. That red is a pair of lines, and other is the green one pair of lines. My you can say that lines are not straight, but your lines should be straight. Okay, I'm just trying to make it bit straight. Okay, I'm just highlighting it, so that's why my mouse get, you can see, the little bit move up and down, so that's why these lines are not straight. So now on the screen what you can see, there is a one pair of red lines and there other parallel pairs of green lines. So everyone, now your work is so easy. First of all, mention the line's name. Now just mention the line's name. What are the names of green lines? The green line name is AB, is parallel to AB is parallel to CD. Now I'm going to mention green first, okay? Because it's AB, start with the AB, so that's why. Otherwise, you can mention EF at first as well, okay? And what is the name of red lines? That is EF is parallel to GH. After mentioning these two lines with the colors, your work gets so easy. You know that this figure has two pair of parallel lines. The first is the red one and the other one is the green one. So I hope so that you all have find it. Ali Muhammad Tariq, unmute yourself and ask me what you want to.
Ma'am, we have to write in colors.
No. You can write with a pencil, okay? You'll write with the pencil. The color is something that I have selected that color, so on the computers it's difficult for me. Okay, now do this work with me. I will, please, I'm working very slowly just because of you all, so that you all can understand it very well. I'm just doing this work slowly, so your work should be complete with me. I'm sure that everyone's part A is done. Am I right? Everyone's part is done. Have you highlight the colors? Okay, if you don't have a colors, in case right now you can't find the colors, so what you all can do, you will mention on the line Abdul Rafi. Yes, Abdul Rafi, unmute yourself and ask me.
Ma'am, I came late, so I want to tell me the page.
The page
Can
number
you?
is all. The page number is already on the screen, Jani. That is 114.
पागल है
Page
she class.
number is already right in front of you, and you can see that the page number is 114. It's in front of you, and it's the part A. By the way, you are very much late for the class because we have already done a one page, and now we are on the second page, that is page number 114. So let's move on. In case if your work is left, you will go to the Google Classroom and you will watch this lecture. Okay, let's start the part B. Okay, for the part B, I'm going to pick up the green color as well. Now the green is in my hand. So let me start with the straight lines. This line is parallel to this line. So everyone trace the colors. OP is parallel to QR. So color these two lines with the green, that these two lines are parallel. Okay, these two lines are parallel. And now change the color. I'm going to pick up the orange one, and I am going to mention that UV is parallel to YZ. See, the colors is very interesting. They will make your work so easy that you find out that OP is parallel to QR and UV is parallel to YZ. But make sure that both the lines of the parallel lines should be with the same color. We are not working with your choice of multicoloring, that one line is pink, other is orange. Like in one figure, you are using 5 colors. So it will make your work wrong, where the pair of lines should be in the same colors. The two lines should be with the same color. Then you can change the color. So now after finding out your pair of lines, your work is so easy. Now you can easily mention your line's name. The first line, green one, is OP, that is parallel to QR. That is parallel to QR. And the other one is UV. UV is parallel to YZ. Okay, see, now you got it. Now you got your answer, that this is the answer of part B. I hope so that my boys are done with this part B as well. If anyone who is left, kindly complete it, because then it will be difficult for me to show you that page again, because all the work get erased. When I moved on to the next part, the work will be erased. So everyone's quickly mention your answers. And Muhammad Anshal Abbas has raised the hand, so let me take a question from him. Yes, Anshal, ask me a question.
Your slide is blurred.
Slide is blurred, but it's very clear in front of me. It's very clear. It's very clear in front of me. Anshal, Jani, you can, I will tell you the answer and you write it down. Okay, if it's blurred. So can I repeat the answer for you? Okay, the answer of part A is AB is parallel to CD. And the other box, the answer is EF is parallel to GH. Okay, now for the part B, mention your answers first. OP is parallel to QR, and the next line UV is parallel to YZ. Now we are moving toward a bit tricky part of the page, a bit tricky part of this chapter. It's something that's very tricky. All of you, first of all, look at the screen very carefully. I will give you a proper time for your highlighting stuff and all that. So everyone, first of all, this is a close image, and in the close image, you need to be very careful when you are talking about and when you're finding the pair of parallel lines. So first of all, boys, let me find out my pair of parallel lines from the easiest one. Everyone mark your parallel lines. The first parallel line is this, and its pair is here. This is a pair of parallel lines which I am highlighting with the orange one. Okay, so everyone highlight these two lines, because this is something that is the easiest one. So highlight these two lines with the same color which I highlighted with the orange one. Anshal, I'm sure if the numbers are blurred, but the coloring and highlighting area should be very clear. So kindly highlight this area, highlight UV and YX. Okay, now we have a tricky part. Now we have a tricky part. Eyes on the screen, boys. Eyes on the screen. If you will look at the screen, you will see that this line is not parallel to this, because it is little bit tilt and it's straight. This line is not parallel to this because it's moving at this side, and this one is moving in the outward side. But we have a pair of parallel lines in it. Where we have a parallel lines, let me tell you. Okay, let me just get my highlighting stuff, and then I will highlight it with the pink. We have a parallel lines. This is parallel to this small. Yes, only this small. These two lines are parallel to each other. Only this area and this line. These two lines are parallel to each other. Otherwise, there is no other pair of parallel lines in this question. So just highlight this area, that UZ is parallel to WX, this small line, not this big one, because this is straight one. Your question will go wrong. So just highlight these two areas. The small line, it is parallel to UZ. Now it's time to mark your answers. The first one is the easiest one, that UV is parallel to XY. So you will mention XY. And the other pair of lines is, okay, let me take a question from Najibur Rahman. Yes, Najib, unmute yourself and tell me. Yes, Najibur Rahman. Johnny, you're continuously raising the hand. Yes, Johnny, ask me a question. Okay, you're by habitual. Just you can say that raising your hand and just you can say that disturbing this class. This is not something that's acceptable. Okay, if you want to ask something, you can raise your hand. Okay, and the next answer is UZ. And let me just mention it that UZ is parallel to XW, sorry. So Anshul, if the slide is still blurred, I'm repeating the answers for you for the part C and check your answer. The first box answer is UV is parallel to XY and UZ is parallel to XW. I'm sure that you are done. Okay, now I'm moving toward a bit tricky part of the page. It is something that's really, you can say that easy, not easy, it's tricky. So all of you look at the screen very carefully because in this figure, when you will first look at this, you will say this line is not straight to this one. So let me just highlight the area for you. Hold the color your hand and highlight this area. OP is parallel to QR. First of all, highlight this area for you. And if you have no colors, you can mark the parallel lines, parallel line. This is one line, one pair, and this is also one. I'm giving you another trick. If you have no colors, you can give both the lines number one, number one. Give them a number. But if you have colors, use colors. Don't mention the numbers. Okay. Now I'm going to change my colors and I am going to find out and tell you the other pair of parallel lines, which is very interesting. Okay, let me show it with the dark green. OP is not parallel to TS. It's parallel to SR. This is the most tricky part for this question, that this line is straight and it is parallel to this one. These two lines are parallel to each other. This is the trickiest part in this question because if you look at OP and TS, they are not, because OP is straight and this is tilt. This is little bit tilt, it's moving downward. So they are not parallel. OP is parallel to SR. Everyone highlight these two colors, and if you don't have a colors, at least mention over here this is number 2 and this is also number 2. This is your second pair of parallel lines. 1 1 2 2. I'm even mentioning the colors as well. And the third one that is very interesting and you will enjoy it as well, and that is yes. Let me just get my pointer marker highlighter and then I will show you. Okay, orange one. That this line is parallel to this line. That's why I told you that this question is a bit tricky. These two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel. So on the orange one, if you don't have a colors in your hand, just give it a color. This is a third and this is the third one. Now after the coloring will make your work so easy. What you will see now, eyes on the screen, that 1 1 is parallel, 2 2 is parallel, and 3 3 are parallel. Okay, Tahir Ahmed has raised the hand. Yes, Tahir, unmute yourself and ask me a question.
Ma'am, can I write it in chat box?
Chat box is disabled. I will give you the option, okay, at the end of the lecture. I will take your attendance, okay? I will take your attendance. Tahir Ahmed, I got it. Okay. Now, everyone, now your work is so clear. Now it's time to mention the name of your, you can say that, your lines, parallel lines. So first line, the number 1, its name was OT. I start writing the name. OT is parallel to QR. Everyone mention QR. Diane, are you done? Are you done? No, I think. Start writing the names of the lines. What is the names of the lines? 1 1, pink one. OT is parallel to QR. Now let's move on to the lines 2, pair of lines 2, that is the green in color. Mention their name. Their name is OP is parallel to SR. Mention it. Now it's time to mention the name of the orange one, orange lines. The orange lines names are PQ is parallel to TS. So now your work is done. Okay, the students who are late in this classroom, I am going to enable the chat. Let me just go to the chat and yes, let me go to the chat. That is Tahir Ahmed. Tahir Ahmed 3. I give your attendance. Okay, I give your attendance. And let me just save it again. Anyone else who have who came late in the classroom, kindly mention your name. Kindly mention your name. Okay, and Shal, if the screens are still blur, I am repeating the answers for you. 3 participants has raised the hand. Okay, Darim. Shayan was late. Okay, yes, Darim, unmute yourself, Shayan and Amir.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I have done the whole page 10 or 5 minutes ago.
Yes, only 1 minute. Okay, that's wonderful. 1 minute is left. The meeting will be over. Shayan, quickly speak up. Najibur Rahman, speak up.
Ma'am, can I mark my chat? The chat says disabled.
Yes, I will mention your attendance. Wajahat, Shayan Wajahat. Anyone else whose attendance is left, quickly raise your hand because the meeting is going to be over. That's all for today. And Diane also. Yes, why the boys are raising? Okay, join me back if you have really questions. If you want to ask me a question, you can join me back. Okay, you can join me back. If you too many students have raising their hands, so you can join me back. But Najibur Rahman, Nisar Hussain, unmute yourself and tell me. Nisar Hussain, unmute yourself and tell me. Okay, Najibur Rahman, Nisar, you guys are not talking to me and you guys are raising the hand. Okay, that's all for